something, son.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is on a very important topic, the topic of Canada's permanent residency through express entry. For those who do not know me, my name is Guri. I've been in Canada for more than 3 years now. I had come to Canada as an international student and I've been on my work permit after my studies. Currently, I have applied for my permanent residency and I will be sharing with you each step involved to gain Canadian PR through express entry. If you are interested, take out your notebooks to note down everything, as it is going to be a step-by-step guide for everything you need to know for Canada's PR process. So, let's get started. Now there are in total 20 steps involved and it takes close to 6 to 12 months in processing time. It mostly depends on how fast you can gather all the required documents. As far as this video is concerned, I will be giving an overview of all the steps involved and I will also be making a detailed video for each step separately, so I would highly suggest you to subscribe to this channel so that you do not miss out on any step. That being said, here is the step-by-step guide for you to apply for your Canadian permanent residency through express entry. Step 1, that is to determine if you are eligible for applying through express entry or not. This is the starting foundation of your PR journey because this helps you to know where you stand in terms of express entry points, and you can test your score with different scenarios like different experiences, IELTS score or any other language ability exam, and check if you are eligible to apply for express entry or not. Step 2 is to determine your national occupation classification code. This is very important as applicants having work experience in jobs with NOC codes 0, which is the management job, A, which is the professional jobs, B, which is the technical jobs or skilled trades, can only apply for immigration under express entry system. Once you find you are eligible, you'll move to step 3, which is to apply for your educational transcripts, degree or diploma. Now, all these documents are obtained from your college or universities which you have attended in your home countries, and if you have studied in Canada, you'll require those as well. This is also a requirement for our next step, which is step 4, that is to complete your education credential assessment, which is also referred to as ECA. In Canada, there are close to 5 to 6 organizations which provide this service, out of which WES or World Education Services is the one which is widely used by most of the people. Now coming to step 5 for express entry, that is to complete your English language ability test. For this purpose, you can opt for IELTS General or you can go for self-tip. Both the exams have different format, and if you want me to make a comparison video, leave a comment down below and I would be happy to make one for you all. Now, I would like to give a pro tip to fasten your process. IELTS and any other language test along with education credential assessment can be done in parallel to each other, and almost both of them take 1 to 2 months, so it is better to have them done together to save your time. Now coming to step 6, which by the way is an optional step, that is to complete your French language ability test. Now this is not a requirement, but if you are fluent and comfortable with French, it really boosts your profile and will provide you with an additional points for your express entry profile. I personally do not know French, so I had skipped this process. There is another additional step, which is step 7, that is to apply for Provincial Nomination. This is usually required for people whose CRS score is much lower than the CRS cutoff score, and that is a good way to have some additional points. But there is a catch. Since this is a provincial nomination, there will be a requirement to stay in the province for some amount of time, which varies close to 6 months to a year. Now, once you are done with the above steps, most important step comes into play, that is step 8, which is to create your profile for express entry. For that, you will be required to add in all your personal and professional details along with your language test scores, so basically all the things which we have discussed so far. Once you submit your profile, a CRS tool, which is also known as the Comprehensive Ranking Tool, in turn calculates a CRS score and your profile is sent to Express Entry pool. Now coming to step 9, that is to get an invitation to apply, which is also known as ITA. And it purely depends on your CRS score. If your CRS score meets the threshold of Express Entry draw, your profile is picked up and you will be issued an invitation to apply. As I've already told you, it is commonly referred to as ITA. Once ITA is received, you'll be required to gather a lot of documentation, which are discussed in the further steps. Now coming to step 10, that is to request and gather your employment records from all your full-time employers where you have worked more than 1 year. Documents which are required by the employer includes offer letter, employment letter, reference letter, and your pay stubs. Now coming to step 11, sorry I don't have 11 fingers so I can't show you that, but coming to step 11, that is to complete your medical exam. Now medical exam is required to be done from a certified doctors which are listed by Canadian government for all the immigration purposes. Now coming to step 12, that is to apply for your criminal background check, which is also referred to as Police Clearance Certificate or PCC. Step 13 is an optional step, that is to apply for your RCMP certified criminal record check. This is not requested for all, but only for those people who have a very common surname like Singh, because they do a name-based check which is based on your surname and date of birth. Now coming to step 14, which is to get proof of means of financial support. Now this is a document which is obtained from your banks and it requires the applicant to have close to 12,669 Canadian dollars as funds for family of 1. So if you are bringing more people to Canada, you'll require more funds. Coming to step 15, that is to get a digital photo with exact specifications as requested in the invitation to apply. Now coming to step 16, which is to review, submit and pay for your permanent residency applications. Once the application is submitted, step 17 comes into picture, which is done by Canada Immigration Officer, where they review your application and request any missing details. Now step 18 is dependent if any additional details are requested by Immigration Officer, which is to provide additional details as requested. Once everything is processed and reviewed, step 19 is to be done, which is to receive your confirmation of PR status, which is also known as COPR. Now, final step or step 20 is required once you get all the green lights and COPR is issued to you, which is to apply for your PR card. So guys, this was an overview of 20 steps which are required to be done in order to successfully obtain Canada's permanent residency through Express Entry. I hope now you have a high-level idea of how Canada's PR through Express Entry works. As I've already told you before, I'll be making detailed video of each step so you have all the required information. So if you have not subscribed yet, I would like to remind you again to hit that red subscribe button. If you thought this video was informative, share it with your colleagues and friends who are applying for or preparing for their permanent residency. Thank you everyone for watching till the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.